bloated and the dollars don't get to the classroom. That's what's going on in South Carolina.
Well, no.
It's been going on for years. And so what we see down there in those counties is they actually get more dollars per child than other counties get, but they're so misspent by bloated bureaucracies and administration.
Well,
only 44 cents education dollar gets to the classroom. That's what's really being reversed in Nick Zace's administration and Nikki Haley.
Well, Nikki
We're
Haley
going to work on all that.
Nikki Haley gave a State of the State address last night and did not mention K through 12 education one time. Not one time. And we're talking about dollars getting to the classroom. Well, People magazine just recently ran a profile on a school in my district where the cafeteria roof literally fell down. That's the cafeteria roof where our little people go to school. It collapsed. But nobody's talking about that. Nobody heard about that. And the reason they're not is because that is not atypical. In fact, that's typical.
There's also a school just outside of his district that touts themselves as world-class athletic facilities, and yet their grades continue to fall. So we've got dollars going in wrong places.
What school is that?
I'll leave that later on. But we're seeing a problem with dollars are misplaced and not getting to the classroom.
Representative,
yes,
this is one of the great frustrations, because we talk about education reform all the time. I think we're going to New Jersey next. We started in Harlem, and then we went to Crenshaw, and we've been to New Orleans. Here's one of the great frustrations. You'll hear people saying, if only we spent more money on education. Hold on, because you know where I'm going with
this. I know exactly where you're going.
We spend more money per pupil than any country on the planet. There's nobody that's a close second.
Correct.
Now, is it not fair to say that we're spending all of this money and it's not getting to the classrooms? It's not getting to the kids. It's not getting to the teachers.
I'm going to get bombarded by my Democratic colleagues for saying, I agree with you. I agree with you, Mr. Scarborough. But I'm not taking
Hey, by the way, it's Congressman Scarborough. I heard. I'm doing my best work for boxer here. Anyway, though,
but I agree with
you. Part of it.
We need to talk about teachers.
Will you upset your Democratic friends by saying the teachers' unions have to be a partner instead of creating teaching jobs and looking at them as a jobs program?
We don't have unions in South Carolina, period.
Right.
I mean, so I don't really know how to comment on that. But I will tell you that we do need to focus on teacher performance, teacher evaluation, and paying our teachers competitive salaries to bring the best and brightest to our classroom.
Is it okay? Hold a second, guys. I want to ask you because of New York, and again, I'm not expecting you to know this policy, but Michael Bloomberg stepped out and said, if you're a great teacher, if you create great students, we're going to give you more money. We're not going to penalize you if your students fail, but if you're great, we're going to pay you more money. And the teachers union came out and said, no, we don't want. Do you have any problem with that?
I think that we should pay people who do well. I mean, that is what we do. That is what we do in our capitalistic society. If you do well, you should get paid for doing a good job. If teachers come and they want to go to Allendale, South Carolina, or they want to go to these high poverty, low income areas, I think we should pay them for actually being willing to go there and teach kids. Right now, the Republican Party is literally just due to empty rhetoric, has locked children out of their future, and I think that's a trap.
I mean, look at Chad. You can just tell you have locked children out of future. How can you do this?
Listen, until we have a discussion about why we have 85 school districts for 46 counties, and that's a travesty. We've got so much bureaucracy and so much administration, the dollars can't possibly get to the classroom.
You know, the most amazing part about that is that's a great talking point, but if we didn't have 85 school districts and we had 46 school districts, one in every county, under this administration, things wouldn't change. We wouldn't see any progress.
Before we go, Chairman, I want to ask you quickly, turn back to the presidential race.
Right.
I know you don't want to make a prediction because of your faulty prediction on the bowl game, but where is the energy in your party? Where's the excitement? Is there a particular candidate? Because we go out and we hear Mitt Romney's drawing some crowds, but he doesn't inspire people the way, say, Newt Gingrich.
Or does he?
Yeah, I've been talking to people all over the state. They're big crowds. Senator Santorum's have big crowds. Mitt Romney's have big crowds. The speakers have big crowds. People are all over the state. I think it's a blessing for the state. I was just telling Bakari a little bit ago, we're going to have some $50 million spent. We had record-shattering levels of television ads. There are virtually no ad space slots left in South Carolina between now and Saturday night. These are huge blessings, and people are going out and meeting candidates all across the state, and everybody's having pretty good crowds.
Well, what are you hearing inside, though?
I'm hearing there's a lot of energy for Speaker Gingrich. I'm hearing there's a lot of energy for Mitt Romney. He's had big crowds, and so has Senator Santorum.
So basically, you've listed now every candidate in the field.
I know.
You do.
There's a lot of energy for the Rockies out in front front of this house.
He's
Like I
got to
said,
do it. He's a party chairman. What do you want
I'm
him
not
to
good
do?
at predicting, and but I do see a lot of. I think the interesting thing is how does the grassroots energy that they've plowed these fields for months now translate into votes for Saturday? That's what I'm interested in looking at. I think polls are a good look at yesterday. I don't think we got a real good poll, maybe until today after Monday's debate and then tonight.
Representative, so when are we going to come back and call you senator?
Yes.
Oh, goodness.
It's coming.
When you're 24?
27. I don't know. I'm living one day at a time. I am just trying to enjoy life.
Well, we love having you
Good
here.
to see you
Great
again.
to see you a couple years ago, and we hope to see you soon. And
Chad, thank you.
good luck,
to be here with
Mr.
y'all.
Chairman.
Chad Conley
Thanks so much.
And Congressman, thank you for having me.
Representative Bakari.
Hey, thank you, Representative.
And a reminder,